start day 2 with a quick look at how beautiful that sky is this morning. It actually looks better in real life than it's looking through the camera, but oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? Good morning, welcome back to Vlogmas. I thought we'd start with a little outfit of the day today because I'm a little bit pleased with this new tiered top that I've got. I got it from Amazon, unbelievably, and I'm really pleased with it. It came much quicker than it said it was going to. It was super cheap. I'll tell you in a minute what I paid for it. I can't remember without going and looking at the computer. But it was on a listing with loads of other similar things came in loads of different colours, and I've wanted something sort of darkish green for a while. I haven't got any dark green tops, so I got it, and I'm very, very pleased with it. I feel like it's quite slimming. I really like the sleeve. Sleeves are elasticated so you can roll them up, or they're actually full length, but I tend to wear them short, you know, 3/4 length, just because that's how I prefer them. But I really like the V-neck. I like the tiers. I think it's quite slimming. It's nice, it's like jersey fabric, sort of with a very slight slip, but it's viscose obviously. But yeah, it's just really nice. I'm very pleased with it, and I've got it on with my black jeans and my charity shopped Marks and Spencer boots, which I've shown you before, which are there. And I feel very nice in it. I'll pop a link in the description box below for you. Let's go and see how much it was first of all. Let me turn that off. So today's Tuesday. Quick question. Is it terribly old-fashioned to match your eye makeup to your clothing? I've got green eye today. I was going to do green eye anyway because I've got a little project going with my eyeshadows, which I'll talk to you about later. But it just so happened that it matched what I chose to wear. But I don't know if it's like old-fashioned. Sorry about the light. I don't know if it's old-fashioned to wear your, match your eye makeup into your clothing. I feel like maybe it is, but I also feel like I maybe don't care because I quite like doing it. So, right, I'm just going to switch you off for a minute and then I'll tell you how much this thing cost. So it's here, and you can see all the different, what am I trying to say, different colours and also different designs. They've got short sleeve, they've got a button front one, they've got all sorts, loads of them. They've got printed ones, and it's $18.99, but it has I don't know how well you can see, there's 30% of voucher, which is valid. You just have to tick in the little box here. I think I've already ticked it there, look. Yeah, I can't untick it now. But yeah, if you tick in the box and get the 30% voucher, and then that takes it down to £13.29, and the voucher's valid for all of them. You've got a voucher in every single one. I got mine in a size 2XL, if you want to know that. For size, I am like 22, 24 on top, so that's the sort of size. And they go from, what do they go from? Small, medium, large, XL and 2XL, so plenty. And they've got a size chart there if you want to look at measurements. But yeah, I'm thinking I might get it in that red colour. I think that looks really nice as well. And I quite like the look of the button fronty one for summer maybe. Although the V looks a bit low on that. I guess you could wear it with a camisole. Might not be quite that low. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's a really, really good price. And at 30% off, £13.29. Free delivery as well. Which is always good, isn't it? And it took about a week to arrive, something like that, I think. So yes, really pleased with that. I'll pop it in the description box anyway. But yes, very pleased with that. Good start to the day. My cleaner's here this morning, so I'm going to get stuck into a couple of hours work. I'm going to edit yesterday's video and get that uploaded and crack on with some eBay listing, and I will catch up with you later on. Well, it's about 11:45. I literally do not know where the morning has gone. I feel like it's just whizzed by and I've got nothing done. I've got no eBay listing done at all. I've wrapped a few parcels. Yeah, I've wrapped a few parcels, and I've got yesterday's video up, which was a long one. It was over half an hour. Promise there won't be that long in future. Making a cup of coffee for chap cutting the hedges for us today. So making him a coffee, and then I think I'm going to whiz out to Tesco. Oh, sorry, that doesn't work, does it? There we are. If this camera makes it to the end of Vlogmas, I'll be quite impressed. It's struggling a bit to focus. I need two hands for this. Yeah, so I'm gonna whiz out to Tesco's and pick up a few bits for dinner that I need, and a couple of bits, and I need some more milk as well, so I better get that. Yes, that's my plan next. I'll bring you with me. We might go and have a quick look at the clothes. Back from Tesco's, it was way too busy in there to film. I went upstairs to the clothing section to have a look round, and it was too busy to even socially distance, so I left pretty quickly. But yeah, it was busier than I anticipated it was going to be, so couldn't film anything, unfortunately. I suspect that is what the shops are going to be like up until Christmas now, with them having been shut for a month, although Tesco's obviously hasn't been shut for a month, but everything else has, hasn't it? I'm not sure what day everything reopens. Is it tomorrow? Is the 2nd, or is that the last day of lockdown? No idea. Anyway, I know Ashley's taking the day off on Thursday, which would be nice, and we're going to Exeter to do a bit of looking around the shops and have lunch out, so that will be very nice. Looking forward to that a lot. Just making some lunch. I'm making a wrap, I think, with some, just what I found in the fridge, some mushrooms, a bit of bacon, some tomatoes, and some reduced fat coleslaw on the side. So I've just got the bacon cooking, I've just cut up the mushrooms, and yeah, and then I'm going to watch I'm a Celebrity. And this afternoon I'm just going to do some eBay listing and try and get that done. Yeah, I feel like that needs doing really today. I feel like I'm getting nowhere fast. I hate that feeling. Just making myself a post-lunch coffee. Drinking Little's Irish cream flavoured coffee at the moment, which is very nice. I only have one coffee a day usually. I usually have it mid-morning. However, somehow I completely failed to have one this morning. I don't know how. I must have just missed coffee time somehow, being busy whilst getting nothing done. Go figure how that works. I'm just going to make some frothy milk to go in it. Bought myself this earlier while I was out. Let me just turn you around and show you. Hang on one sec. It's the BBC Good Food and also Olive magazine, the Christmas editions, so I thought I would perhaps get some Christmas inspiration from those two. Do you know, it's £7.50 for 2 magazines. It's expensive, isn't it? I mean, I know paper and stuff is expensive, and you know, it's probably a good thing that it's expensive in terms of sustainability. Sorry, you're at crap angle there, I realise that. Yeah, in terms of sustainability and deforestation and what have you. So, yeah, that's probably quite a good thing that they make them expensive. But yeah, well, you can get books cheaper than that, can't you? So, anyway, I've just thought of a really uplifting thing that I am going to do in the next few days. Just watching I'm a Celebrity, and Mo Farah was doing something on it, and I was thinking about him in the Olympics, and somewhere I have the DVD of the 2012 Olympics, or the greatest hits moment, best bits type of thing, and I'm going to watch that. I love the Olympics. I'm not a sport fan at all, but something about the Olympics just speaks to me. I always really enjoy the Olympics. I was so sad when it got cancelled this year. Yeah, I thought I would just sit and watch that DVD. I thought it would be a lovely thing to do, and it would be very uplifting, so I'm going to do that at some point. Just looking outside at the birds. We haven't got many there at the moment. There's I filled up all the feeders yesterday. There was a blue tip, but he's just flown off now that I've turned the camera around. That's standard, isn't it? Right, frothy milk is ready, so I'm going to make my coffee and go back to I'm a Celebrity. Right, I'm back at my desk. It's about 2 o'clock. I'm going to get some eBay listing done, and while I'm listing, I'm going to catch up with some YouTube, because I feel like I'm a bit behind with YouTube. Hoping that we've got enough light without me turning the overhead light on. I think we have. I think we're good. Despite the fact it's getting very dark outside. It's about 3:30. God, is it only 3:30? It looks like 4:30. I was saying this yesterday, wasn't I? Not quite in gear with how dark it's getting, how early yet. I seem to be lagging behind time-wise. Am I in focus? Yes. I have many faults, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of bad qualities. I hope I have some nice ones as well, but one thing I do pride myself on, however, is admitting when I'm wrong, and I replied to a lady's comment earlier in the comment section on yesterday's video, perhaps more abruptly than I should have done. It was a suggestion that we get a carer for my father, and on further reflection, the comment has gone now. There was a thread and I've deleted it now, mostly because I was not particularly proud of the way I responded to it in hindsight. So I'd like to apologise to that lady. I'm not going to say her name because perhaps she doesn't want her name on YouTube. But yes, I would like to apologise for the way I responded to you. I think it perhaps wasn't as... I wasn't as tactful as I could have been in my response, so for that I apologise. We're all human, aren't we? We all make mistakes, and I hold my hands up, that was a mistake. So anyway, my battery light is flashing and we need to do today's advent calendar, so let's go and do that. God, it's getting so dark so early. It's only about 3:30. Look at it out there. I feel like it's really dark in here. There's a Facebook group that's been started for its local Christmas light trail. So people have decorated their houses as a little interactive map thing, and it shows you where they all are, and you can go and drive around and look at all the lit up houses for Christmas. I thought that might be such a nice thing to do. So I'm going to have a look at it a bit later and see if there's any near us, because it would be lovely to take you guys out as well with the camera and have a look at all the lit up houses. I thought that would be really nice. I was going to talk to you about my Christmas decorating. You will notice there are no Christmas decorations as yet in this house. We have decided, we always have 2 Christmas trees in our lounge. One in the window, one by the fireplace. I say always, we've done it for the last 2 years. Only 2 years, I think. Maybe 3. No, I'm sure it's 2. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? It's irrelevant. And this year we have decided to retire our green Christmas tree, which is the one that goes in the window, which we have had for over 20 years. Yeah, we've had it since well before William was born. So he's going to be 21 in February. So maybe 23 years, something like that. That's insane, isn't it? It was a sample in Homebase. It was one of the ones that they had out, you know, on display, ex-display, that's what I'm trying to say, not a sample. And it was the last one, and we wanted one, and they couldn't find one. They said, you can have the display one if you want it. I think it must have been quite near Christmas, and they were taking the display down, and they said we could have that one. I think at the time, the tree was quite expensive. I think it was like £50, which felt like a lot of money at the time, you know. And we said, well, can we have some money knocked off as it's the display one? They said, oh yeah, that's fine, you can have it for £7. So we were absolutely delighted about that. And it's kept us going for 23 years. And then we got the other one, which is a silvery coloured one. It was pre-lit, but the pre-lighting didn't go that well. I think we took the lights off last year when we packed it away because it just didn't work out. They were all tangled up and it wasn't so good. But that one we're going to put up. Sorry, this is a really long-winded way of saying that we're going to have a real tree this year. We haven't had a real tree since 3 houses ago, I think. So 20, yeah, probably since we got the green one, so 23 years I would think. But we thought we would have a real tree this year. But Ashley has decreed that we don't want its needles to drop before Christmas, so we can't get it until not this weekend coming, but the following weekend, which seems like ages to me. However, I'm going to put the other one up this weekend and start doing some of the decorations this coming weekend, maybe towards the end of this week. I'm not sure yet, but that's the plan anyway. So we'll have an outing the following weekend. That will be just before William comes home as well, so that would be nice. We'll have our real Christmas tree. Hope it smells really piney. I love that smell of real Christmas tree. Anyway, we're going to do the advent calendar, the very first day of the advent calendar, and the charity jar as well. Let's see what is in store today. First of all, we've got to find number 1. There it is down there. Nope. Got a little card with 1 on it. Oh, it tells you what you're getting. Can't read it because I haven't got my glasses on again. Aveda Botanical Repair Strengthening Leave-In Treatment. Sorry, my battery died while I was in full flow. So, that's the little card that came with it, and it tells you on the back. Still haven't got my glasses, I think they're in the dining room, so I have to peer at that over there. I am a detangling, strengthening and restorative leave-in hair treatment with blissful botanical aroma. A blissful botanical aroma. Yeah, it smells botanical. Not sure how blissful that smells, but it's fine. An SOS repair remedy for damaged brittle strands. I think that's something I'd probably use like after a holiday in the summer. I'm quite lucky with my hair. It's quite decent condition most of the time, despite the fact I dye it. But I think when you're swimming a lot and chlorine and seawater, I reckon that would be quite a good little thing to take on holiday as a leave-in treatment. It's quite a nice size. I mean, it's not full size by any stretch, and one of the things that I was quite keen on about the Liberty calendar was a lot of things in it were full size, but that one's not full size, but that's okay. It's quite a nice size to try. Let's have a look at the charity jar next, and let's pull something out. Oh God, one's fallen out already. Pull one out from down there. I've got one in my hand. I've got 2 in my hand. That was the one I was trying to get. And this is, I should have printed these out in bigger writing, shouldn't I? I can just about read that. This is from Debbie Thomas, and she says, my charity would be Phoenix Heroes, which I am a member of the team. We are all volunteers to aid veterans suffering from PTSD and aid the homeless veterans too. The organisation is a non-profit company, so we rely on donations to support our heroes. That's a really nice charity. We have a homeless veteran who lives, who is very often sitting in the same place in town and is such a nice gentleman, always chatty and smiley, and yeah, really it's terrible that people who have served our country are homeless, but I think there are quite a lot of them, sadly. So I will very happily make a donation to Phoenix Heroes, and it will be the last screen of this video. You'll see the confirmation email. Right, it is 3:45. I am going to go and read my book. I was reading first thing this morning. I was up at 5:30 this morning. I just woke up early and my mind was churning around. I had a good night's sleep actually last night, but I just woke up early, and I thought I'd get up and have a read. And I was on 75% of my book on my Kindle, and I think I'm now on 95%, so I've only got 5% left to go. So I want to go and finish that off because it's quite a good read. Cozy by the fire is burning this evening. This is such a lovely candle. If you don't like things that are too sweet or fruity or baking smells, but you want something wintry, you could do a lot worse than this. It's such a nice candle. Right, I need to start thinking about the dinner. Ashley's going to be home soon. I'm doing a Thai sort of warm minced pork salad. It's called a salad, it's not really a salad. That's what they call it. So I'm going to go and, it's got rather a lot of ingredients, so I'm going to go and make some the dressing to start with and prepare everything else for cooking later. This is tonight's dinner. I'm quite organised. Got my pork ready to go on, got my veg chopped and grated, got my dressing made, just need to chop the coriander, I've got my garlic chopped in there. Ashley's got the rice on. Ashley always cooks rice because I am hopeless at cooking rice. And I'm just toasting the peanuts for the topping. It's all going well. I haven't got as much paperwork done as I wanted to do today. I've got lots of little admin-y bits that need sorting out, so I might make those a priority for tomorrow morning. That might be my plan for tomorrow. Just found 4 sorry looking sticks of asparagus in the fridge, so I'm going to add those to tonight's dinner. Not sure that asparagus is very Thai, but nothing wrong with a bit of, yeah?
call it lotus stalks.
Lotus stalks?
Yeah, they look just like
I thought
asparagus.
lotus was a flower.
It's a lotus flower. It's like a
Can you eat
pond
it?
lily. Yes, absolutely. They eat it all the time in Thailand.
Really?
Yes, crab
Learn
babies.
something new every day. Who knew you could eat lotus stalks? Yes, lotus stalks in your dinner then. Asparagus lotus stalks. Don't think I've got anything else very exciting planned for this evening. I say I don't think. I definitely haven't. Yes, definitely not. So, plan is to sit down with one of my foodie magazines, watch a bit of telly maybe. Thank you for all your suggestions for, sorry, got news in the background, all your suggestions for programmes to watch. I think we might give Mad Men a go. I tried Mad Men once years ago. I think I only watched one episode and never got any further, but there's lots of it to watch. Do you fancy Mad Men?
I live with a mad woman.
We shall see. We've had dinner, washed up, and now, because it's the 1st of December, we are going to watch our first Christmas movie of 2020. Nearly said 2021 then. Off to the cinema. Are you comfortable?
Apology.
Have you got enough popcorn?
No, I'd like to make an apology on behalf of the management. I was assaulted in Iceland by their marketing, and I bought this bucket of rather delicious popcorn for £2, and now I'm thinking that
It's an environmental nightmare.
it's an environmental nightmare. Yes, the bucket is equivalent to burning down an acre of the rainforest. I'm really sorry. I won't be buying any
Who are you
more.
apologising to?
The world.
Okay.
Right.
We
Last
can
week
use
I
it
made
to
my
store
own
something
popcorn, and that was very nice. I have to
It
say
was.
the popcorn's not bad, but the plastic bucket.
We've got loads of popcorn that we can pop up. Was that just lazy popcorn?
This is late. £2. It was a bargain, but like it's
That's a lot
destroying
of
the
popcorn
panic.
for £2, isn't
Yes,
it? But
it is.
yes,
Sorry.
it is. Plastic packaging, bad. Right, it is time for the Christmas Chronicles.
A tour, of course, would you?
Are you kidding? I mean, that would be amazing! Yeah!
Well, then we'll have to get you into some warm clothes first.
Christmas Chronicles is done. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one, I don't think, but it was quite cute. I reckon if I was a betting woman, I'd say that there'll be a Christmas Chronicles 3 next year. What do you reckon?
And for the year after, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, they're spending the money already.
I think they've got plenty of money already, I would suggest, between them. Yes, Christmas Chronicles 2. First film of the year, first Christmas film of the year, done. And that is Vlogmas Day 2 done. I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.